Kia ora koutou. Welcome to the Saints in Coffee Jars exhibition. This is a wonderful, unique opportunity to view a collection of holy relics discovered beneath the Roman Catholic Basilica of Christchurch in 2021. When the basilica was being deconstructed, these items came to light. They have been hidden beneath the basilica for over 40 years. What we're trying to do in this joint exhibition between the Catholic Diocesan Archives and the University of Canterbury is really throw light on these relics to explain what is a holy relic, how does it connect with a saint, what is the nature of this material, and why was it collected here in Christchurch? So we begin really by looking at the finding, the discovery of this material and how it came to light. And that takes us to the story of Father Kevin Clark, who placed this material in the mid-1970s beneath the floor of the basilica. Why did he do that? That's one of the key questions we are trying to explore here. And I have to say, we don't have any definite answers, but it seems to be connected with a change in attitudes towards relics that takes place in the Roman Catholic Church in the 1960s and the early 70s. And that leads Father Kevin to place this material under the concrete of the basilica. And of course, with the earthquakes, this material comes to light, but it only comes to light because of a chance note in a ledger. And that ledger was produced by Christchurch's first Roman Catholic bishop, Bishop Grimes. Grimes notes down when he comes to Christchurch a very large collection of relics, a very wide range. They range from the True Cross through to modern 19th century saints, and along the way there are a series of medieval saints, people like Francis of Assisi, and indeed people like Catherine of Alexandria, who are no longer considered to be saints in quite the same way that they were in the 19th century. And again, that is a product of changes in the 1960s. It's a fascinating collection. What we're trying to explore here is the nature of 19th century Christchurch, the activities of Bishop Grimes, a fascinating man, one of those elements of Christchurch society that is much less well known than it should be, because here we have a first Roman Catholic bishop of a predominantly Irish congregation who is himself English, who is adjusting to that. And one of the ways we can explore his adjustment to his community is through his book collection. And that is where the University of Canterbury comes in. I am a professor of medieval history at the University of Canterbury, but my particular interest here is not just in the relics, but in the books, because the university holds Bishop Grimes' book collection. We inherited this in 1980, and we find some very fascinating examples that tell us about the bishop's attitudes and his views. So that material we brought into this exhibition to cast light on 19th century Christchurch, Bishop Grimes in 19th century Christchurch, and the Catholic community here. So we're telling a story of Christchurch as well as exploring the nature of relics and their role within the church across 2,000 years. And of course, as part of that story, we're looking at attitudes which did not like relics, views that come out of the Reformation where people say, well, why are there relics? These are a problematic aspect of Christianity. So we're looking at those debates, we're exploring them, and we're trying to explain both a fascinating concept with, of course, relevance today, and to explore this element of 19th century Christchurch. So as a whole, this is a tremendously exciting exhibition, bringing together fascinating material from the Catholic Diocesan Archives with material from the University of Canterbury's Macmillan Brown collection to explore a wider sense of Christian history and a wider sense specifically of this place, Aotearoa Christchurch.